السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. And if you can remember, we were looking at the adjective verbs. And then we'll look at basic rules that were surrounding these categories of verbs. And today we are going to continue. So without wasting much time, let's begin. Mainly, we are going to look at the dialogue. But before we begin the dialogue, of course, as usual, we didn't look at the fi'l mudari. How do we conjugate the fi'l mudari? All this were the fi'l madi, the past tense verb. But we are now going to do, inshallah, we'll look at the fi'l mudari, how they are conjugated, as well as the fi'l amr before we read from the book. But that wouldn't take much time, so let's just look at it quickly. So here, of course, these are two examples that I just brought to do a recap of what we learned in the previous lesson. So if you have something like this, mata yamutu, kyana yakulu. Okay, this is supposed to, okay, this is kyala yakilu, kyala yakilu. So mata means what? Mata means he died. Okay, yamutu is dying. So if I give you this, as we learned previously, you can see here there is mim, there is alif, and then there is ta. But we said alif is never a root letter. Oh, that is clear. So meaning that you are left with what? Mim and then ta. But at least there should be three root letters. What is the third root letter? And we said that the alif replaced something. Oh, that is clear. We call it munqaliba, meaning the alif is replaced a particular letter, and that is either ya or waw. So how do you know what it replaced? You look at the mudari, whatever is there, you can see yamutu, there's waw there. So meaning it was what? The alif replaced a waw. So it was mim, waw, and then ta. And then you can also determine what haraka was on it, on the waw. Was it ma, wa, ta, or ma, wi, ta, or ma, wu, ta? We look at the mudari again. If you see alif, meaning it is fatha. If you see waw or ya, meaning it is what? If you see alif, it meaning it is kasra rather. If you see alif, it is kasra. If you see waw or ya, then meaning it is fatha. So it is what? It was what? Ma wa ta. Oh, that is clear. Then the same way here, kyala, yakilu. Okay, the alif replaced what? You look at the mudari, yaki, you can see the ya, meaning it was kaf, ya, and then lam. I hope that is clear. Kaf, ya, and then lam. So the ya, what haraka was it having? Fatha, kesra, or dhamma? You look at it. If you see ya, as we said, ya or wa, meaning it is fatha. So it was kya yala. Kyala means he weighed. Okay, to weigh something for another person. That's kyala. So it was kyayala. The actual verb is kyayala. Then the ya is replaced by the alif. And we have explained why it is replaced. I hope that is clear. So let's look at the tasrif of the mudari. The mudari, it is easy to conjugate. Example, if you have, let's say, qala yakulu. Qala, then we have yaqulu. Qala yaqulu. If you put it on a normal pattern that we have, example, zahaba yazhabu. So the same way here, yaf'alu yaqulu. Qala yaqulu. If you have to use the actual verb, qala was kawala. Okay, like this. It was something like this. Hope that is clear. Okay, so it was kawala. Then you just add ya here, like we usually do. Yes. Okay, yes. Yazhabu. As you are doing yazhabu. Yaf'alu. Yaf'alu. So you are going to get what? Yaqwulu. Yaqwalu. Yaf'alu. So you get yaqwalu. Okay, yaqwalu. Okay. But what we do here is, if you have, so this is what that's what you are having here, yaqwalu. So the last time, if you can remember, we said that they can come on 3 scales. Let me show you that scale. There are scales here. Okay, here you see it. The 3 scales of the adjective verbs. Okay, they can come on the pattern of. Actually, we have 6 patterns in Arabic language. You can have fa'ala yaf'alu. Okay, fa'ala yaf'ilu. Fa'ala yaf'ulu. Okay, then you can have fa'ila yaf'alu. Okay, then you can have yaf'ulu. Fa'ula yaf'ilu. And then you can have fa'ila yaf'ilu. All that is clear. So 6 patterns of normal verbs. But the adjective verbs, they have only 3. They are only on 3 patterns. These are the, how that is clear. Fa'ala yaf'ilu, fa'ala yaf'ulu, and then fa'ila yaf'alu. I hope that is clear. So qala is kawala yaqulu. So this is what I'm talking about. Qala is on this pattern. Kawala yaqulu. So if you look at here, so this is what we are doing. So it's on the pattern of yaqulu. That's how it is. Okay, it's different from zahaba yazhabu. This one is not yaf'alu, it's yaf'ulu. So there's similarity here, yaqulu. So the actual thing is yaqulu. But this is the pattern. But we don't leave it like this. No one say yaqulu. Okay, maza yaqulu. What are you saying? That's not how we leave it. We still change it. And that change is due to a rule. And the rule is when you have a harf, a weak letter, a harf illa, carrying a haraka, either fatha kasra dhamma, but it is preceded by a letter, a strong letter. The man, it is not harf illa. This cough here is not a harf illa, which has a sukun. You are burdening it. The thing is, the weak letters, huruf illa, they are those that you rather take school. All that is clear. They are those that is more deserving of taking school. So if there is a close by letter to it, which is having school, and that one is rather taking the haraka, I mean, if fatha kasra dhamma, then it means the fatha kasra dhamma, it burdens it. It's a weak letter, so it hardly bears fatha kasra dhamma. When the harf illa is taking fatha kasra dhamma, it is difficult to pronounce. So that's why they don't actually leave it. So with this rule, when you have that, you get a harf illa, I mean a weak letter having fatha kasra dhamma, and it is preceded by a strong letter, a letter which is not a harf illa, but that letter is having sukun. So they say you should swap it. We should swap it. So we'll bring the sukun here. Then we'll bring the dhamma here. I hope that is clear. We'll take this sukun, bring it here. Then we'll take the dhamma, bring it to the cough. So it will now be yakul. So you see here, yakul. And so that's how they get it. Yakul. And that's all. I hope that is clear. So instead of yakulu, you bring the sukun. You take this sukun, bring it here. Then you take the this and bring it here. You take the dhamma and bring it here. You just swap the position. So it will now be yakul. I hope that is clear. Yakul. So that's how it is. Now the second one, ba'a. Ba'a yabi'u. Ba'a yabi'u. So that's how it comes. Ba'a. It's actually baya'a. Baya'a yabi'u. Baya'a yabi'u. So if you put it on, if you see it here, that's how it should be. It should be yabi'u. But no one sees that. Okay. Ana abi'u. I am selling so and so. No one sees that. So you have to change it, because you see the harf illa here is having kasra. Remember, it is holding a haraka, and the letter before it is having sukun. So that's not it's not, it shouldn't be so. So they swap it. We have to swap it. So as I told you, huruf illa, the waw and then the ya, when they take, and then alif as well, they don't take, how do I say it? When they take a fatha kasra dhamma, it is difficult. It makes the pronunciation difficult. So the Arabs, I mean, they just bring out these rules to make it easy, to make things easy. So they see if something like this is happening, it is having a haraka preceded by a letter which has kun, you simply change it. I hope that is clear. So yabi'u will now become yabi'u. I hope that is clear. Yabi'u. So they get yabi'u. simply swap it. The same way that happened, same thing happened here. Yahwafu, Yahwafu. Okay, so we change it, it will now become what? Yahawfu, Yahawfu, Yahawfu. But when you say Yahawfu, they still add a third rule for this particular type, class, group of letters, a group of verbs. But what are these pattern? Verbs that come on this pattern. Okay, fa'ila, yaf'al. Okay, khafa, yakhafu. You can remember. So this last one, they add one other rule, and that is, if you have yahwafu as the actual verb, then you apply the rule here, it will now become yahawfu. If you change the position of the hierarchy, if you bring the sukun here and you take the fatha here, it will become yahawfu. But if you look at here, what do we made mention of about the change of a waw or ya to alif? We said if it is having haraka, and it is preceded by a letter that has fatha, it is preceded by a letter that has what? Fatha. We change the waw to alif. So that's what they have done, and then they will get yakhafu. So that main thing is, if you take one of this, you won't get the actual thing. None of this meets the criteria of the waw having fatha and preceded by another fatha. Okay, the waw being not necessarily fatha. If the waw is mutaharrik, it has fatha kesra dhamma, and is preceded by a letter which has fatha. Here it is having sukun, and the same way here, when it is having fatha, a haraka, here is not having fatha. So they say that looking at these two collectively, you have to look at these two collectively. I hope that is clear. At the same time, simultaneously, then that rule can now work. If you look at it simultaneously, then it will work. In simplicity, you just want to tell you that when verbs come on the pattern fa'ala, okay, khafa, yakhafu, okay, khafa, yakhafu. In the mudari, you still have alif. If you can remember the verbs where in the mudari, you still have, like here, yakulu, yabi'u. The alif is no more there again. It was qala, yakulu, ba, yabi'u. The alif is not there. But khafa, when you go to the mudari, you still have what? Yakhafu. So those kind of verbs, simplicity, if they come this way, even after swapping the position of the sukun and then the haraka, you still have to change the harf al-illa into a what? Into an alif. Into an alif. That's what we are learning here. Okay, so this verbs on the pattern fa'ila yaf'alu. Fa'ila yaf'alu. I hope that is clear. So hawifa yakhwafu is an example. Okay, so that is for the mudari. I hope it is easy to conjugate. Very, very easy. Now let's look at something here. Let's look at the amr. How do we conjugate the amr? Amr, the command. If I want to tell him, qala means he said, but if I want to command you to say, how do we see it? So let's look at something. From what we have learned, we remove the first letter. Example, yes, we remove the ya. We put sukun on the last letter. If you can remember the rules on how to form an amr, and then that's it. So we look at it. If it is pronounceable, then you just pronounce it. But if it can pronounce, you add hamza to wasl. You can remember. But here we can pronounce it, and that will be cool. You can see there is iltiqa as-sakinain, and when we said when there is iltiqa as-sakinain, what happens? You remove the weak letter, so it will now be what? Kul. You can see two letters left, qaf and then lam. So kul. So the amr is what? Kul, and that's all. Kul, see, kul. So you see it in the Quran. Kul huwallahu ahad. Kul a'udhu birabbin nas. Kul a'udhu birabbin. You see it. Kul, see. Now let's look at yabi'u. Here is it, yabi'u. So let's apply the rule. First, we remove the first letter. Now you put sukun on the last letter. Then we read it. Let's see what it can read. It will be what? Bi'. You see there are two sukuns at the end. So we said when there is two sukuns, you remove the the weak letter, the harf al-illa, that's what you should remove. So if you remove it, it will now be what? Bi'. So that's the amr. Bi', sell. Okay, bi', sell. Bi', sell. Okay, that's it. Now the third one, yakhafu is here. Yakhafu. Yakhafu means he's fearing. So let's remove the first letter. We put sukun on the last letter. So what do we get? Khaf. Know that this alif is also having sukun. So what do we get? Khaf. You see there are two schools. So we remove the alif. So we remove the what? The alif. We get rid of the alif. We get rid of it. So we are not going to get khaf. 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 And that's the amr. Khaf. Okay. Khaf. Okay. Khaf. Fear. So khaf rabbak. Fear your master. You tell someone to fear Allah. Khaf. Khaf. So that's it. Fear. So that's the amr. The amr is very easy. Okay, we don't need any special rules here. From just what we have learned, we can apply it and understand it. I hope that is clear. So now let's look at something here. If we add, let's look at when a harf jazm is attached, what happens? So if I attach a harf jazm, like the lam, so it is nafi, it is jazm, and then it is qalb, harf qalbin. So let's look at what happens if I attach this. Of course, if I have yazhabu and I attach lam, it will be what? Lam yazhab. You simply put sukun to the last letter. Oh, that's clear. So let's look at here how it will be. So the same thing here. Lam from yakulu, it will be what? Lam yakul. I'll just add sukun because it's a harf jazm. When it comes, then now the verb will now become majzum. So yakul. And you can see, of course, there are two. There is iltiqa as sakina, and there is two sukuns. Two letters are having sukuns. So we should remove the weak letter. So you will say lam yakul. Lam yakul. He didn't say. No one says that. You say what? Yakul. So it will be what? Lam yakul. The same way, kana yakunu. Okay, yakunu. Like this. Okay. If I have yakunu, like this. Okay. So if I have yakun, so from yakunu like this, I will just put sukun on the last letter. It was initially yakunu, so instead of the nu, I will now put sukun. If I add lam, I hope that is clear. So if I add lam here, that's what I will do. Lam yakun. Then you remove the wow. So you have to remove it, of course. Then it will be what? Lam yakun. Lam yakun. I hope that is clear. Lam yakun alladhina kafaru. So that's an example. So you hear Allah saying, Lam yakun alladhina kafaru. I hope that is clear. No one will say, Lam akun. That's wrong. You don't do that. You have to remove the harf al-illa. Then it will be what? Lam yakun. Lam akun. Lam nakun. I hope that is clear. Lam yakul. He didn't say. Lam yakul. He didn't say. Lam akul. I didn't say. Lam nakul. We didn't say. I hope that is clear. So simply, but you will say Lam akul. Lam nakul. Lam yakul. Lam takul. No one does that. I hope that is clear. If you just see that, even though people may understand, but they will know that that's poor grammar. Your grammar is not weak. It's not strong. I hope that is clear. So that is what happened. Very easy. The same way akulu. If I have akulu, if I just add lam, it's the same thing that will happen. If I just add lam here, I will put sukun on the last letter because lam is a half jazm. So even if I say lam from azhabu, I'll say if I add lam, I'll say lam azhab. I didn't go. So the same way if I add lam here, it will be what? Lam akul. It's from akul. It's initial akul. But of course, we won't leave it like this. You have to remove the harf al-illa because of the iltiqa sakina. Two schools are meeting. So if you remove the wow, you have to remove it. So it will be what? Lam akul. So from it will now be this. Lam akul. I hope that is clear. Lam akul here. Lam akul. Okay, very easy. I hope that is clear. So now let's look at this table also. This table is also a similar thing. This table here is for what is huwa. So this the actual verb. Lama. Lama means he blamed. Okay, lama means he blamed. So we have lu'um. Lu'um is blame. Okay, blame. So you know when you do something wrong, people blame you. So that's lama. But the noun is lu'um. So let's look at here how to conjugate it. And it's an adjua verb. You can see in the middle there is alif there. So it is a adjua verb. So lama. So of course, if you just see lama, you know that the alif replaced something. How do you know what it replaced? You have to look at the modore. And the modore is what? Yalumu. So you see the wow there, meaning it was, the alif was initially wow. Wow. Now you, as far as it is wow, you know that it was fatha. Wow and ya means that it is that letter with fatha. Wow and ya means that is the letter. Mean that the alif was, if here is wow, meaning it was wow with fatha. If here is ya, meaning it was ya with fatha in the madi. Hope that is clear. So it was lawama. Lawama. If I come and say lawama, it's not, I mean, easy to see. If I just say lama, it's easy. Lama, he blamed. Lama, he blamed someone. Okay. Yalum, he's blaming. So, like Shaitan will tell some people on the day of judgment, La talumuni. Okay. La talumuni walumu anfusakum. Don't blame me, blame yourselves. So, that is lama. So, as I said, it was initially lawama. Lawama. So, we know that. And then now the modore, if I add lam, what do you think it will be? Lam yalum. It will be what? Lam yalum. That's it. So that's what you get here. You see here is lam majzum. So it will be what? Lam yalum. He didn't blame. Oh, that is clear. And the amr will be what? Okay. The amr will be what? Lum. Blame. Lum. Blame. Oh, that is clear. Lum. Blame. So it's here. Anta. Okay. Here. Yeah, don't blame. So of course, when we are conjugating the amr, we use the anta. We use anta to conjugate. We don't use yakul like here. Here is just because it's an example. We actually use takulu. How that is clear. Takulu. Okay. I mean, when we are conjugating the amr, we don't use here rather. We don't use yakulu, yabi'u, yakhawfu. We use takulu, tabi'u, takhawf. All that is clear. Takhafu. We use the ta anta because the amr is anta. We are commanding the person. That's the mukhatab. So it is actually takulu tabi'u. But here, because there's a rough example, that's why we use it. Okay. So let's now read from the dialogue. So here, the teacher begins by saying that it's a dialogue between the teacher al-mudarrisu and then Khalid. So the mudarris, the teacher says that Mata ja'ta min jiddata ya Khalid. When did you come from Jiddata, O Khalid? So ja'ta here, it was initially ja'a. Okay, the ja'a. As far as we just see the ja'a is actually having fatha. Most of the verbs they begin with fatha. Okay, kawala. Okay, baya'a. Okay, khawifa. They begin with fatha. So if you just see it is kesra or dhamma, it means that a pronoun has been attached. And we removed a harf al-illa. And to show that we removed a harf al-illa, we change it to kesra or either dhamma. Oh, that is correct. So, mata jeta. It was initially ja. The beginning is example ja'a. But when the pronoun attached, it's not ja'ata. We have seen the reason why for this is so. So, mata jeta. When did you come from Jiddata? Khalid answered by saying, Ji'tu amsi. I came yesterday. Ji'tu amsi. I came yesterday. Okay. So, Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that Aja'a Ibrahim ma'aka. Did Ibrahim came with you? Khalid says that La, lam yaji' ba'du. He has not yet came. So it was initial what? Ja'a yaji'u, like this. Okay, let me show you. Yaji'u. Okay, just bear with me. I'm using the mouse to write. So it was initial like this. Okay, yaji, like this. Yaji'u. Okay. Yaji'u, like this. Yaji'u. So if you attach the lam, if you bring the lam here, okay, we all know what will happen if you add the lam here. Here from the u will now take sukun. I hope that is clear. So here will now take sukun. The dhamma here will become sukun. So lam yaji, you see. Then there is now two schools. Iltaqa as-sakina. So remove the weak letter, the waw or the ya. So lam yaji'. Hope that is clear. Lam yaji'. So that's what you are having here. Lam yaji' ba'du. So if you now see this, it will now click. Then you now understand. Okay, this is the reason why it is so. I hope that is clear. So that's why we took our time to look at those basic rules. So lam yaji'. So that's it. Lam yaji' ba'du. He has not yet came. Now, sayaji'u al-yawma. He will come today, or gadan, or tomorrow, inshallah. The Mudarris says, azurta safira. So here is what? Zara yazur. So azur. Okay. This, of course, is hamzatul istifham. So it is not part. So you seclude it. So it was, as I said, Zara. So you see, it was what? Zara. Okay, like this. Zara. Okay. So, as I said, if you just see here, beginning with Dhamma, you know that it is a pronoun that is attached. If you can remember when we were doing the conjugation, we said when you attach a pronoun like this. If I want to see, okay, I'll change it. If I attach a pronoun like Zahab to, I'll put a school and I'll add the pronoun. So, it will be what? Zarta. Okay, here is also having school. So to show that there is iltiqa sakin, we remove this. To show that there is a removal, we change it. Yazur. So we change it to dhamma. To show that we have removed something. So zurta. So that's what we are having here. Azurta safir. Oh, that is clear. Okay. So Khalid says that Zahabtu ila maktabihi. Okay. Zahabtu ila maktabihi. Where's my pointer? Zahabtu ila maktabihi. I went to his office. Walam ajidhu. And I didn't find him. So ajidhu is the same pattern. Sami'tu annahu lam yakun. So the same way I've shown you this lam yakun. So sami'tu annahu lam yakun fi jiddata zakal yawm. I heard that he was not in Jeddah that day, zakal yawm, that day. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that, Ya Adnan, O Adnan, innaka ghibta usbu'aini. Indeed, you were absent. Innaka ghibta, you missed, or you were absent. Usbu'aini, for 2 weeks. Okay, this is actually usbu'ani, but because it is maf'ulun bihi, it is the object of the verb ghaba. Ghaba means he was absent or he missed. What did he miss? 2 weeks. He gibta usbu'aini. So it is a maf'ul bihi, so that's why it is mansub bil ya. So from usbu'ani to usbu'aini. I hope that is clear. The verb here is ghaba. Ghaba means for someone to be absent. Okay. So of course you can conjugate gibta. Okay. So innaka gibta usbu'aini. Fa'aina kunta. So where were you? The teacher is asking him. We were absent for 2 weeks. Where were you? Now, Adnan says that kuntu fil mustashfa. I was in the hospital. Kuntu maridan jiddan. I was very sick. Wallahi laqad kittu amut. Wallahi, by Allah. This is high. This is what we term as a harf al-qasam. Okay, we use this huruf to swear, and mainly they are three. Waw, ba, and then ta. Wallahi, billahi, tallahi. These three huruf. Waw, ba, and then ta. Okay, we call them huruf al-qasam. Huruf al-qasam. And when they come, the noun following it is going to be majroor. So you hear wallahi. You never hear wallahu. Okay, if you say wallahu, meaning that it is atf, it is a waw al-atf, the waw that is used for conjugation, for conjunction, the waw that is used for conjunction. Okay, but it is majroor to signify that it is what harf al-qasam now. It is a harf al-qasam. So wallahi laqad kitu, by Allah, he's swearing by Allah. Okay, to show how how serious it is, or how serious his situation was. Laqad kitu amut, I nearly died. He said that he nearly died. Laqad kitu amut. Okay, I nearly died. So kitu is from kada. Kada yakadu. Okay, kada means nearly. Okay, yakadu, it is nearly. Okay, I hope that is it. So from kada, you can kada is also an adjective verb. Kada, you can conjugate it. Okay, laqad kitu amut. Okay, I nearly died. Al-Mudarris, the teacher says that wallahi ma araftu zalik. He's also saying by Allah, he's swearing by Allah, I didn't know that. Okay, he didn't know there was something serious like that. Lam yakul. So you have seen lam yakul, not lam yakul. I hope you have not seen it. So lam yakul li ahadun innaka maridun. No one said to me that you are sick. Wa innaka fil mustashfa, and that you are in the hospital. Kayfa haluka al-an? How is your condition now? La'allaka al-ana ahsanu. Okay, la'allaka al-ana ahsanu. So this la'allaka is for tarjih, hope. Okay, say I hope you are good at this moment. I hope that is clear. Okay. So Adnan says that Alhamdulillah. Okay, praise and gratitude belongs to Allah. And al-ana ahsanu, I am good. Okay, now walakinnani la azalu da'ifan, but indeed I am still weak. La azalu, the verb is zala yazalu. Oh, that is clear. So la azalu da'ifan, I am still weak. Okay, you see la yazalu, so and so. You say, you bring it to with a particular verb to mean that that verb is still so and so. So if I say lam yazal ya'kul, okay, lam yazal ya'kul, meaning he's still eating. All that is clear. So la azalu da'ifan. Okay, so he could also say lam azala da'ifan. Okay, I am still weak. So Al-Mudarrisu says that Shafak Allahu, may Allah cure you. Shafak Allahu. Okay, may Allah cure you. So he says that Shafak Allahu shifa'an kamilan. Okay, may Allah cure you complete cure. So he says Shafa'an kamilan. We call this maf'ul mutlaq. I don't know, we are yet to look at maf'ul mutlaq. We bring this to means that completely, like you repeat it. This is the verb is shafa. Shafa means to cure. Shafa yashfi. But if you repeat the noun form of it at the end, so for example, if I say darabtul walada darban, manner I beat him severely, severe beaten, darban shadidan. Darabtul walada darban shadidan, I beat the child severe beaten. It comes to mean tashdid. To intensify the thing, to mean that you really did it severely. So that's the reason why we call it maf'ul mutlaq. I hope that is clear. So inshallah later on we look at it. Don't let it bother you. Shafak Allahu shifa'an kamilan. May Allah cure you complete cure. Ya Usman, innaka tagibu kathiran. So this teacher is a very nice teacher. If you mistakenly miss his lesson, he will go free. He will ask you why you missed. It's not someone who just miss and go free. So yeah, Usman, he has changed another person. Usman, innaka tagibu kasiran. Indeed, you are missing a lot. The manner you are absenting yourself a lot. Gibta yawmaini. You were absent 2 days for 2 days. في هذا الأسبوع, in this week, وثلاثة أيام, and 3 days في أسبوع الماضي, in the past week. So this week, today, this particular week, you have missed 2 days. You were absent for 2 days. And in the last week, you were absent for 3 days. So, لا ينبغي لطالب, it is not befitting for a student أن يغيب كثيرا, to be missing a lot, to be absenting himself a lot. Usman says that لم أغب ثلاثة أيام في الأسبوع الماضي. So Usman is challenging the teacher by saying that لم أغب ثلاثة أيام في الأسبوع الماضي. I didn't miss 3 days, or I wasn't absent for 3 days in the last week or in the past week. Kama kulta, like you said. So what you said is also إنما غبت يوما واحدا فقط. I only missed, or I was only absent يوما واحدا فقط, for only 1 day alone. Al-Mudarris, the teacher says that لا تكذب, don't lie, يا أخي, oh my brother, إنك غبت يوم السبت, indeed you were absent on Saturday, ويوم الثلاثاء, and on Tuesday, ويوم الأربعاء, and on Wednesday. Usman now says that Ana asifun, I am sorry, I am the one who is sorry. So Usman, from what is obvious, Usman was going to lie, right? So he says that Ana asif, I am sorry, ya ustaz, oh ustaz, lan aghiba fil mustaqbal, I will not miss. Lan aghiba, of course we all know lan means it can mean never, it can mean I will not. Okay, so and it is a helpful istiqbal, it comes to mean the future, and when it comes, it is in nasib, it makes the verb, the fi'l mudari, mansub. Okay, so for example, lan azhaba, okay, I will never go. So lan agiba, I will never miss. Okay, fil mustaqbal, in the future, inshallah. So this is what he says. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that kum ya Adam, O Adam, stand up. Kum, from koma yakumu. Okay, so the amr is going to be kum. So let's conjugate it. Koma yakumu. Okay. It is actually yakum, like this. It is actually yak, like this. Okay, yak wum. And of course, you know the rule. We swap the letters. We swap, I'm saying the vowels. We swap the vowel, then the school with the doma here, because this wow, which is a weak letter, is holding a haraka. Okay, and this one, which is a strong letter, is holding a school. So it should have been the reverse, because weak letters are normally for school. They better, or it is suitable for them to carry school. So we simply swap it based on the rule we have learned in the Mudari, the conjugation of the Mudari. So here will now be yakum, he is getting up. So anta takumu. So assuming we have takumu, and we want to change it to the mudar, to the amr. Okay, takumu here. So first we'll remove the first letter. We'll do away with it. Now we put school on the last letter. We have learned this. We put school on the last letter. That is clear. So kum. Now you remove the harf al-illa. So it will be what? Kum. It will now be left with this two. Kum. So that's all. Very easy to conjugate. I hope that is clear. Kum. Okay. So that's what he's saying here. He's telling Adam, Kum, atanamu fil fasl. Are you sleeping in the class? Atanamu fil fasl. So this is harful istifham. Tanamu. Okay, meaning you are sleeping. So atanamu fil fasl. Are you sleeping in the class? Okay. Adam replied by saying, Ana asif, I am sorry. Ya ustaz, oh ustaz. Galabani nauma. Galabani naumu. The sleep, and naum is the sleep, overpowered me. Galaba is for something to overpower another thing. So galabani naum, the sleep overpowered me. Li'annani malimtul barihata, because I didn't sleep last night. Is what Adam, the excuse Adam is given. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher says that lima lam tanam. Lima lam tanam. So it was, you can see, where is it? Tanamu. You can see tanamu. So if you here, just look at here. I want to show you. If you add lam, what will happen? The actual verb is here. Tanamu, anta tanamu. So assuming I add lam here. I just add lam. What will happen? I will put sukun on the last letter. You see. So lam tanam. Note that this alif is originally having sukun. So lam tanam. You see there are two iltiqa sakinain. So you remove the alif. So tanam, lam tanam. So you can see it here. Lam tanam. Okay, lima lam tanam. Why didn't you sleep? I hope that is clear. Okay, so that's what the teacher is saying. The teacher is asking him, why didn't you sleep? Lima lam tanam. Why didn't you sleep? Adam replied by saying that Kana bi sudahun. I was having a headache. Shadidun, severe one. Falam anam. And so I didn't sleep. Bisababihi, due to is reason. A sabab is the reason, the cause of something. Okay, bisababihi bimana, due to its cause, because of it. Okay. Yarinu jarasu fayakumu mudarrisu. The bell rang. Okay, ranna yarinu, for something to ring. So yarinu jarasu, the bell is ringing. Fayakumu mudarrisu, and the teacher is getting up. Sa'id says that, Ya ustaz, oh ustaz, ana uridu an azura kal yawma. I want to visit you today. Ba'da salat al-asr, after salat al-asr. Al-mudarris, the teacher says that, zurni. So zur is from zara. Yazuru. So the amr is what? Zur, visit. We have seen how to conjugate the amr. Just like kum means stand up. Okay. So the same way here. Zur, visit. Zurni gadan. Visit me tomorrow. Fa inni mashgulun al-yawm. Mashgulun al-yawm. That's how it is. You see it. For indeed, I am busy. I am the one who is busy today. Okay. Fa inni mashgulun al-yawm. I hope that is clear. So that is the end of the dialogue. So of course, we will want to pause here. The lesson is already long. We want to make it extremely long. So we'll pause here, and then inshallah in the next lesson, we'll continue, we'll do the exercise, and then we'll continue with whatever follows inshallah. Jazakum Allahu Khairan. وبارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم من آياتي والذكر الحكيم. Inshallah, if you have a question, you can send it. You can send us an email. Inshallah, we'll respond to you. بارك الله فيك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.